Yo, what's up guys? It's Tom here, once again with another Pokemon Black and White Pokemon Online battle. And I haven't been uploading for a week because, this week was really fucking busy with school. I had like a geographic test and a biology presentation and all this fucking stuff and Italian test. Man, that was pretty hard. Anyways, but now I'm back. I have this awesome battle I had today in one of those smell gun tournaments. I won it, by the way, but this was round one, so yeah, but it was the best battle, so I chose this to upload and whatnot. But I guess we could get on with the team preview. So I have this team built around Porygon Z. It's an agility set and Swords Dance, Flame Orb, Heracross, and it works pretty damn well. And the opponent has just a team and stuff, but right off the bat, Zapdos is a pretty big threat because it hits really hard, the Life Orb variant with Thunderbolt, Heatwave, no, not Toxic, Roost, and just, HPIs. But I thought on the off chance he would not lead off with a Zapdos because he had that in the lead position, I would just lead off with my Empoleon to get up the rocks. But yeah, as you can see, he leads off with Zapdos. So I switched right out to my Sableye because that's the only thing that it can't hit for super effective damage, I think. But right from the get-go, I see that he has Substitute and the Leftovers, which immediately confirms to me that he's the sub-toxic variant, and that's not as dangerous as it could be, at least in my opinion, because yeah, I mean sure, it has very good stalling capabilities, but yeah. Anyways, so he switches out into his Crobat, and I really don't know why, but this Asoft recorder just, you know, it's the picture of a Hitmontop. So, but no, as you can see, U-turn. This is not a Hitmontop. This is a Crobat. But yeah, I burnt the thing, and now it goes into its real Hitmontop, but it's also called Crobat. So this is like really fucking confusing. But I'm gonna kill those pokes. No, actually, I'm just gonna kill this Crobat in a sec. But yeah. So this is the Crobat in, and I have my Heracross and stuff, and I go to my Empoleon now because it can take any hit this Crobat wants to throw at me. And this Empoleon is actually a 4th gen lead set with like Stealth Rock, Hydro Pump, Aqua Jet, and Grass Knot. It's pretty awesome, because it's very strong with max special attack, modest nature. So he probably thought that I would set out the rocks, but I just go straight for the Hydro Pump, taking this thing out because nothing on his team really appreciates that. So now here comes in the bane of my team, this Crocoon. I really don't have much for this thing, and I just try to wear it down with my grass nuts, but they don't really do much after Calm Mind boosts. And yeah, I speed it up. I get my rocks up along the way, so yeah, those are pretty important. But now he finally took down this Empoleon, and my plan was to basically go into my, Heracross, which has the Flame Orb activated, so it's as strong as a Bandit Heracross. Well, they run Adamant normally, so and I run Jolly just because I have the Swords Dance and whatnot. But yeah, it still does over 50% to this Suicune, which is also named Crobat. What the fuck? But yeah, I just can go into Victini now and finish this Suicune off with a Fusion Bolt. Alright, so now he goes into Zapdos, and I thought, well, he's probably gonna set up a sub, so I'm just gonna continue going for some Fusion Bolts to, bait him into going for the Roost or something. I mean, it doesn't really accomplish much, but yeah, still, it's just something. That's what I did. But yeah, as I said, he went for the Roost, and I think I switch out to my Sableye now, probably. Or no, I go to Omastar as a Death Fodder, because yeah, it doesn't really do much in this game. actually it doesn't really do anything because he makes a double switch to Roserade, or not double switch, he just switches into his Roserade and finishes this Almost Star off. I don't really need any entry hazards more like other than Stealth Rock. But yeah, I got a Victini, and the switch to Chandelure was obvious, so I just go for a U-turn. That was a good play, my part, and I can go to my Porygon Z, which I thought could take a hit. I thought it's maybe Scarf Chandelure or something, and I can set up an agility and sweep, but that's not the case. He's probably like Specs or just, yeah, probably Specs. And finish off this Porygon Z, so that was really not that great, but I thought he could predict the switch to Victini and go for Shadow Ball, and yeah. But I go for the Sanhepa now, because the Hitmontop was pretty obvious with the Intimidate. And then I go to Sableye because it can basically wall Hitmontop. But he predicts that Nicely and goes to Zapdos, or he just thought that after the Intimidate, Sanhepa wouldn't do much, and Zapdos can, set up free subs and whatnot. But I go for the Will-O-Wisp now, because the residual damage on the Zapdos is always nice, negating the leftovers and whatnot. And what I do next, I think, well, he went for Thunderbolt, so I go for the Recover because I still need to Sableye, I'm down 2-4, so I really have to preserve the rest of my pokes. And he goes for the Toxic, and that kinda hinders the survivability of my Sableye, but it's not that big of a deal because I switch a lot with this thing anyways. But now I was pretty sure that he would not go for, well, actually that he would just do something, and well, I just went into my Victini because I knew that I could take a Thunderbolt from a defensive Victini and whatnot. So I go for Sanhepa, because I thought the Hitmontop would come in again. And then I go for another one, and after the Stealth Rocks, this Sanhepa is easily enough to finish off the Zapdos. I think he goes into his Hitmontop again to basically have the -2 on my Victini, and that means that he can, lift Sanhepas with other pokes. So I just switch out to my Sableye. Also kind of thinking that he would have the Sucker Punch, and he actually has it. So this is kind of an old school Victini, not Victini, Hitmontop, because normally they run the Toxic nowadays on that slot. But yeah, to each his own. Anyways, so basically I'm alternating now between Sableye and Victini, just scouting and stuff what he has, and he has Foresight. So I really can't stay in long with Sableye also, because close combat would hurt. And but I go for the Will-Wisp now, and this is the second better part in this game, because as I said, I just switch around back and forth, and to stall out this Hitmontop. I mean, with the burn, I could probably take a Sucker Punch with Victini, but at this stage of the match, you really don't wanna risk stuff because Anyways, just a second. I think he goes into his Roserade. Yeah, and I have my Sableye in, and I think I just let it die because I just don't really need it anymore, because at this point Sanhepa from Victini is easily enough to finish off both his Roserade and his Chandelure, even if it's scarfed. If you haven't noticed, my Victini is also scarfed. I'm pretty sure you have already. Well, he doesn't really have many speedy guys, but yeah. Anyways, so now you know it for sure that my Victini is scarfed, and so Sableye is dead now due to the poison, and I can just send in my Victini, lock myself into the Sanhepa, and finish off both his Roserade and his Chandelure. So that's the game, and I hope you enjoy it. It was an awesome game. I had really a lot of fun during this match. I actually thought that I would lose during the match because it was already, as I said, down 2-4. And So, is there anything else to say? Well, I think I can upload a bit more in the next couple of days because, yeah, the only thing I have is an history test on, I think, Wednesday or something, but that's not that big of a deal because, yeah, it's just history and nothing special. Anyways, so hope you enjoy. Please leave a like if you did, and that's it. So, bye.